So, Paul McCartney, what can you say about Paul McCartney? Well, he actually did not write my favorite Beatles song of all time. That was George Harrison on Here Comes the Sun. But Paul McCartney was the Beatle that resonated the most to me personally. His work ethic, his he was always constantly exploring new ideas, finding new melodies, trying out new things on the piano, which you see in the docuseries Get Back, which was released a couple of years ago on Disney Plus. Paul was always composing, always trying out new stuff. But his best work, in my opinion, was actually released after the Beatles. I mean, the best Paul McCartney work is Wings, and his solo work, that's just extraordinary. And he's highly underappreciated by the public in general in terms of his solo stuff. And in 1983, I really discovered his music when he released the album Pipes of Peace, which also had the hit single Say 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 with the duet with Michael Jackson. That was kind of the start of their collaborations. Paul McCartney also did stuff for Michael Jackson on his albums. Pipes of Peace was really, it's so well produced. It's so well played. It's just great sound. And a couple of years later, Paul McCartney released an album called All the Best, where all of his greatest songs were on. And that's when I started to get into all of his back catalogue, like stuff he did in Wings, Listen to What the Man Say, Band on the Run, Jet, Sea Moon, and all of those great songs that I really like listening to. In 1984, he made, I don't think the movie was very popular, Give My Regards to Broad Street. The soundtrack for the movie contained a lot of re-recorded songs written by Paul McCartney. It also had the hit single No More Lonely Nights. But on that soundtrack album, there was a re-recording of Silly Love Songs, which is also just such a great song. And Paul McCartney, to me, really stands for those love songs. He's just, what's wrong with a silly love song? It's just really, it doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be anything but just love and appreciation for either love itself or for someone that you love. Paul was never afraid to touch that subject. And still to this day, Paul McCartney is working, recording, writing, touring, doing all of that. I can't believe he has the stamina. I hope he continues. Hats off, Paul McCartney. You're my favorite Beatle.